Hi sir, how are you doing today?
Hi.
Welcome guys. This is the first episode of Risuona Talks with Risuona Luxury. And today with us we have Mr. Sandeep Mittapalli. He's the founder of this place. And the idea of the first episode is to understand a little bit more about himself. So firstly sir, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
That's awesome. So what interests me the most is there are so many founders of a lot of experience centers, but what separates you is you're an architect yourself. So I wanted to understand the story of how did an architect become an entrepreneur, and what is the story that we don't know?
See, basically, when I was 21, I started this career. So, and way back, if you go, I started my architecture journey when I joined college. That was 2008. So 2008 నేను జాయిన్ అయింది మెయిన్ రీజన్ బికాస్ ఐ వాస్ ప్యాషనేట్ అబౌట్ దిస్ ఫీల్డ్. ఐ రియలీ వాంటెడ్ టు do architecture, do design. I really wanted to design buildings. It's a big thing, correct?
Okay.
So design buildings. So I used to. I didn't have lot of exposure back then.
What age was this?
I was 15, 16.
Okay, 15, 16 you had an idea that buildings అంటే నాకు ఇష్టం.
ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ మనం నార్మల్గా ఇంజనీరింగ్ రాసిన మెడికల్కి వెళ్ళినా కానీ వి రైట్ ఎగ్జామ్ కదా, ఎంసెట్ ఉండేది అప్పుడు.
అవునవును.
సో ఎంసెట్ రాసే వాళ్ళము. సో నేను ఎంసెట్ రాయలే. సో ఇట్ వాస్ వెరీ క్లియర్ ఫ్రమ్ ద డే వన్ ఐ వాంటెడ్ టు బికమ్ అన్ ఆర్కిటెక్ట్.
రైట్.
షూర్. సో ఆర్కిటెక్ట్ ఓకే, తర్వాత ఏంటి? సో జాయిన్ కాలేజ్, ఫిగర్డ్ అవుట్, అండర్స్టూడ్. ఐ రియలీ ఫెల్ట్ దిస్ ఇస్ వేర్ ఐ బిలాంగ్.
రైట్.
I got the clarity later, and then I just wanted to never leave this field for sure.
Right.
But my father or my family was into business for a long time, so there's always an entrepreneur in me.
Right.
But architecture is a service-based business.
Yeah.
So it is nothing to do with the core business point of view. Em ledu. It's a bit. It's like doctor, lawyer, teacher, an architect, chartered accountant. You are a service provider in the. And back then everything could not be related to money. ఇంత ప్రతిదీ కమర్షియలైజేషన్ అప్పుడులో లేదు కదా. బ్యాక్ దెన్ 15 years బ్యాక్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ కమర్షియలైజేషన్ అసలు లేనే లేదు. ఇప్పుడంటే ఇన్ని ప్లాట్ఫామ్స్ వచ్చాయి. యూ కెన్ రియలీ పుట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ ఆన్ ద ప్లాట్ఫామ్స్ కాబట్టి ఓకే. బట్ అప్పట్లో ఏంటంటే యూ డూయింగ్ ఆర్కిటెక్చర్ బికాజ్ ఐ లవ్ designing.
Right.
You're learning architecture because I like something about that field.
Okay.
దీనివల్ల మనం పైసలు సంపాదిస్తాం కాబట్టి that is the not sole motivation.
Right.
Back then.
Right.
కదా. సో నేను అది అయిపోయిన తర్వాత I started my architecture consultancy. I started as a freelancer along with Jaya Garu. She was my lecturer in college.
Right.
One of the main reasons I stuck to this profession is because of her also.
Okay.
So she's very passionate about this field.
Okay.
She's 20 years older to me, almost 16 years older to me right now.
Okay.
Right now also she's with me.
Right.
We are both partners in this Risuona.
Right.
So
adetlundi sir experience of like it's not typical that we see as an advisory you find generally mentors come in as advisors, but she turning out to be your business partner and
so I never looked at it as business. That's the point, no?
Oh, lovely.
When I started working, I never looked at it as business.
Okay.
Partnership 50-50 నేను ఎంత సంపాదిస్తాను 50-50. It was nothing like that. In the flow
పని చేయాలి, ప్రొవైడ్ చేయాలి,
అంతే స్టార్ట్ అయిపోయాం.
రైట్.
అంటే లిటిల్ చెప్పాలంటే నేను ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తున్నా లేదా?
రైట్.
I was enjoying.
Right.
It was really nice. With her I really learnt a lot. That was very important. So rather than a business perspective, I was looking at it as a journey.
Okay.
Architecture is a journey. I'm enjoying the journey.
Okay.
Money, monetary anta later వచ్చింది.
Okay.
Because once you start a company, you take people, you have to pay bills, so you have to earn money.
Okay.
That's the end of the thing. లేదంటే whatever necessities I have, bare minimum దానికి ఎంత సంపాదించినా సరిపోయేది కదా. Because my father is already into all this. So it was never about money for me.
Right.
I'm coming up from a very well-off family, so money was never the motivation for me.
Right.
మతలబ్ నేను సంపాదిస్తేనే ఇది అనేది ఎప్పుడు లేదు. సో I was into architecture because I loved it.
Right.
But later on what happens is the roots, correct? So I'm an entrepreneur. My family is into business. So once I started working 7-8 years down the line, I felt there is huge potential in this market. There are a lot of gaps. there can be a lot of value added through my knowledge, which I gained in 8, 9 years, 10 years down the line, what I worked hard for. I went to Bombay, I went to Italy, I roamed across the globe. నేను ప్రతి స్టేట్కి వెళ్ళా. సో ఐ రియలీ న్యూ, కరెక్ట్. సో దే కెన్ బి లాట్ బి డన్. చాలా చేయొచ్చు ఈ ఫ్రెటర్నిటీకి కానీ, ఇంకా వేరే ఆర్కిటెక్ట్స్కి మనం పని చేయొచ్చు, క్లయింట్స్కి మనం డైరెక్ట్గా. నాట్ జస్ట్ ఆర్కిటెక్చర్ as a platform, I should create a bigger platform so that I can do lot of stuff, correct?
Right.
This was the major thing, because నువ్వు ఒక ఆర్కిటెక్ట్ అయితే కన్ఫైన్డ్ కదా.
అవునవును, లిమిటెడ్ అయిపోతుంది. అదే ఇప్పుడు నేను రిజోనా ఉంది, రిజోనా వర్క్స్ ఫర్ అదర్ ఆర్కిటెక్ట్స్, works for end client, works for interior designers. So it's like I'm working not just for myself, I'm working for many other architects. So I've broadened my, broaden చేసా దాని ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ని పెద్దగా చేసుకున్నా. True.
So now I'm enjoying it more.
Right, you're solving more problems.
For example, నేను నా ఫ్రెండ్ ఒకరు కాల్ చేశారు. She was my classmate in college.
Okay.
సందీప్ ఇట్లా ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఉంది, చేస్తారా? ఒకవేళ నేను ఆర్కిటెక్ట్ అయి ఉంటే తను నాకు ఎందుకు కాల్ చేస్తుంది?
Right.
No, she called me as an entrepreneur.
Right.
చెప్పోలేకి సందీప్ ఒకటే రీజన్ నీకు కాల్ చేయడానికి, ఐ కెన్ డిపెండ్ ఆన్ యూ. సో వెరీ సింపుల్. సో నవ్ షీ ఈస్ లుకింగ్ ఎట్ మీ నాట్ లైక్ అ కాంట్రాక్టర్, నాట్ లైక్ ఎనీ అదర్ ట్రేడర్. షీ ఈస్ లుకింగ్ ఎట్ మీ ఎట్ అ ప్రొఫెషనల్ పర్సన్ who is an entrepreneur, who is doing furniture, who is doing projects. So she is not looking to me as an architect.
Fair enough.
So she is looking at me like a problem solver.
Right.
ఓకే, నేను లాస్ట్ టైం ఒక కాంట్రాక్టర్కి ఇచ్చా, నెక్స్ట్ టైం ఆ కాంట్రాక్టర్ నాకు చెప్పకుండా డైరెక్ట్ క్లయింట్ దగ్గర ప్రాజెక్ట్ తీసేసుకున్నాడు. సో షీ ఈస్ ఫైండింగ్ దట్ ఎథికల్ వాల్యూస్ ఇన్ మీ బికాస్ ఐఎమ్ అన్ ఆర్కిటెక్ట్.
Right.
ఐఎమ్ లైక్ I studied this. I would definitely not cross my ethical values because
Right.
I have that 10 years, 12 years of structure. అంటే నేను I worked like an architect, correct? So later on, now I moved into this business, I'll not leave those values so people don't get scared.
Right.
ఓకే, నేను సందీప్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్తాను, హీ విల్ డెఫినెట్లీ, ఐ విల్ నాట్ డేర్ టు పోచ్ దేర్ క్లయింట్స్, డెఫినెట్లీ నాట్. వై? ఐ డెఫినెట్లీ నో ఇట్స్ అ సర్కిల్. నేను ఒక ఆర్కిటెక్ట్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి నేను, సో దాట్ వే పీపుల్ కెన్ రియలీ డిపెండ్ ఆన్ మీ. సో అట్లా నా ఫ్రెండ్స్ చాలా మంది నా దగ్గర ఇప్పుడు ఆర్కిటెక్ట్స్ ఎంతో మంది ఉన్నారు, నాకు తెలిసిన వాళ్ళు అందరూ నాకు వర్క్స్ ఇస్తున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు నాకు తెలిసిన ఒక చాలా పెద్ద ఆర్కిటెక్ట్, ఆయన గేవ్ మీ ఫస్ట్ ప్రిఫరెన్స్ టు రిజోనా. చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు, సందీప్ నావి 7-8 విల్లాస్ ఉన్నాయి, నా క్లయింట్ కి ఫర్నిచర్ చేస్తారా? చేస్తామో లేదో తెలియదు, బట్ హీస్ గివింగ్ మీ అన్ ఆపర్చునిటీ బ్లైండ్లీ బికాస్ ఐ మెట్ హిమ్ 12-13 years ago as a student. టుడే హీస్ కమింగ్ బ్యాక్ టు మీ బికాస్ హీ కెన్ కనెక్ట్ టు మీ. అరే ఒకవేళ నేను ఆపర్చునిటీ ఇస్తే ఈ అబ్బాయి బాగా చేస్తాడు.
Right. Yeah, and also sir, I think in this whole field of design in general, right, unlike most commoditized or more standard procedure products, you will know what you can expect.
If you go to Italy, how this example chair undi, how this chair is made, someone has to design.
Yes,
exactly. So India lo mana architects gaani ever gaani furniture design cheyaru.
Yeah,
correct. మన దగ్గర అసలు ఒక ఫర్నిచర్ డిజైనర్ కాన్సెప్టే లేదు.
True. అదే, that's what I wanted to,
ఫీల్డ్ ఇంకా ట్యాపే చేయలే.
That's what I wanted to stress on, sir. ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు కన్స్యూమర్ మైండ్ సెట్ ఎట్లుంటుందంటే, this is my home, these are the colors of my walls, right? That's where my TV is, that's where my, for example, my couch is. Now keeping that in mind, they go to a store, first price centric. So they see, okay, this is my price range they have in their mind. Now they see, okay, in the limited products, what can I have best? Nobody is even aware enough that, okay, and it's not even damn expensive as one might think.
Correct.
Right. So now even just having the possibility of, okay, something can be tailor-made for my house, or my vision, what I had in my mind can be executed. I don't have to just pick furniture from limited stock.
Correct.
Our transition annadi, it's not out there yet, sir, I feel.
అంటే ఒకటమ్మా, అదే అంటున్నా, యాజ్ అ క్లయింట్ దే మైట్ నాట్ నో, బట్ ఇఫ్ యూ గో త్రూ అ ప్రొఫెషనల్ హెల్ప్,
right,
then you can definitely do it.
Very true. And I wanted to also stress on this point. You've mentioned twice that, most of the referrals you get through architects is mainly because you're reliable and you're trustable in that sense, right? So does that mainly come from you understanding the pain points of an architect? Like, for let's say there's an architect, he requires your service. Does this happen because he knows for a fact that you understand his problems better since you're also an architect.
It's not, అంటే చెప్పాలంటే ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఇస్ అ బిగ్ వర్డ్. మేబీ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ తొందరగా అర్థం చేసుకుంటాం కదా.
ఓకే.
ఇప్పుడు ఒక ఆర్కిటెక్ట్ ఉన్నాడు అనుకో, వాళ్ళ క్లయింట్కి ఏం సజెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నారో ఆ ప్రెజెంటేషన్ చూసి మాకు అర్థమైపోతుంది. అచ్చా, ఈ స్టైల్లో క్లయింట్ ఈజ్ లుకింగ్, ఈ స్టైల్లో ఆర్కిటెక్ట్ ఈజ్ లుకింగ్, ఈ స్టైల్లో డిజైనర్ ఈజ్ లుకింగ్. ఐ కెన్ గివ్ మోర్ ఆప్షన్స్. ఇప్పుడు నాకు అర్థం చేసుకోవడానికి ఒక జనరల్ ట్రేడర్ అయితే ఒక 10 days పడుతుంది, 3-4 sittings పడుతుంది. బట్ ఇక్కడ అవసరం లేదు. డైరెక్ట్గా నాకు ఒక ప్రెజెంటేషన్ పంపిస్తే విత్ ఇన్ సెకండ్స్ ఐ కెన్ అండర్స్టాండ్. ఓకే, ఈ థాట్ ప్రాసెస్లో ఆర్కిటెక్ట్ ఉన్నాడు, ఆర్కిటెక్ట్కి ఇలా కావాలి, మనం ఇది సజెస్ట్ చేద్దాం. సో ఐ కెన్ గివ్ మోర్ అండ్ మోర్ ఆప్షన్స్. More options, but more thoughtful options, where he can close things fast.
No, it makes sense. End of the day, anything that moves quick, everyone is happy in that whole process.
And I won't look at it as a trader, because I'm not looking at it as a money vending machine.
Right.
Definitely I want money. I'm not saying everyone wants to earn money, but I'm not looking at it as a money vending machine. I'm looking at it as a value adding machine.
Right.
So how am I adding value through my expertise, through my exposure, through this platform?
Makes sense. Makes absolute sense.
Ante. That's where we are trying to create that change in the market today.
Right. Totally agreed, sir. And one of the things is, like, I can't stress on this enough, right? A lot of experience centers, even we visited, I could see a very unique style about yours. I could see the Sandeep style in it, in terms of how you pick things, or I don't know, is it something like that? I just wanted to understand how is it so unique?
Ala em ledu, how you look at it, correct? So I looked at it as not a store.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I looked at it as a sanctuary for furniture, sanctuary for design,
right?
Sanctuary for thought,
right?
I was looking at it as like a, maybe when an architect comes, when a designer comes, or when a client comes, how do they want it to be?
Okay.
And our perspective lo alocincha.
Okay. Sir, also I had a question which I think will make so much sense for most people. Let's say I have a budget of just 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs. Do you think I can still pick furniture that would elevate my house from Risuona?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
Yes.
So budget is never the issue. The whole idea is to, like, explore.
Budget is definitely issue. I am not competing IKEA.
Right. So, of course.
So if you are looking it in my genre,
right,
correct? So నేను ఒక 15 years ఉంటా సందీప్ ఈ ఇంట్లో. నా ఇంటి బడ్జెట్ ఇది, నా ఫర్నిచర్ బడ్జెట్ ఇది. ఐ కెన్ డెఫినెట్లీ గివ్ యూ అ వాల్యుబుల్ సజెషన్, కరెక్ట్? సో ఓకే సందీప్, నాకు ఒక 10 lakhs ఉంది నా దగ్గర, నాకు ఫర్నిచర్ కావాలి. ఐ కెన్ గైడ్ యూ.
Right.
Now ఆ 10 lakhs లో నేను చేసింది ఇంకెవరు చేయలేరు.
Right.
అది ఇంపార్టెంట్.
Right. That's where your touch comes from.
That's very important, to understand and invest the client's money in the best way possible.
Right.
For himself.
Right. No. Fair enough.
So 10 lakhs no ఒక దగ్గర, if you end up buying 10 lakhs worth furniture from someone, let's say they will earn 1 lakh, I'll also earn 1 lakh.
Right.
Very simple.
Right.
But they might give you 10 lakhs ki 10 lakhs worth value ప్రోడక్ట్, నేను 10 lakhs కి 20 lakhs వర్త్ ప్రోడక్ట్ ఇస్తా. సో నా దగ్గర కొంటే, నువ్వు బయటికి వెళ్ళి కొంటే అది 20 lakhs వర్త్ అవుతుంది.
రైట్.
దట్స్ ద మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ థింగ్. That's what I tell my clients. You're coming to me, you're buying an ideology, you're buying a thought process, you're buying my expertise,
right,
which is embedded into the product.
Very true.
Example, ఇప్పుడు ఈ చైర్ ఉంది, it's a performance fabric chair.
Okay.
So what's a performance fabric chair? You can put a coffee on this and you can clean it later.
Okay.
So there are many brands. There are Indian brands. There are many brands. So bespoke furniture, I can do this. Then when you come to imported furniture, I have furniture which I import from Turkey, Italy, China in all price ranges.
Right.
Correct. So there, if someone else is buying a sofa for 15 lakhs, I'll give you the same sofa at 7.
Makes sense.
The best, in like the best quality.
Right.
So that's what everything, every genre low, I will try and add value.
Yeah, I can see that all the propositions you have are very value providing. To the end customer, that is, more than anyone, which I think is required at this point, because everyone deserves a makeover at home.
Yeah.
In fact, like literally we bought, before I got no Risuona, we bought a new couch. And that itself elevated the vibe of the home. And just like that, like, chinna happiness, okay, there's something new. Fine, finally, TV recliner lo chudochu, chinna happiness. That's true, sir. And most people back out thinking, no, edo pedda investment ayipotademo naku ani. But that makes so much difference like that. And also, I wanted to particularly ask you this thing. Like, you have a black living space set up on the ground floor, and then there is just that one red horse. Do you know what I'm talking about? That just changes everything. So, who takes these calls? I wanted to understand that.
See, that's what we being designers into the industry for a long time, we really know how it works, correct? So, what can be a focal point? What can get into the background? What should be in the foreground? Correct. So that way we can suggest.
Okay.
That's how we've put the artifacts. We've put small things on my furniture where there are few things which you won't find them very attractive. There are few things which you find them very attractive. So we wanted things to be little poppy somewhere.
Okay.
So it's all about the likes and dislikes of certain architect or certain end clientele.
Right.
We just wanted to show that your home need not be just a simple couch or a table. It can be having few artifacts also. You should definitely invest in them. It's not very costly also these days. It's just that people don't know.
Yeah, it's lack of awareness, sir, honestly.
Ante.
I feel like time pass అయిపోతూ ఉంటుంది అలా. You'll just miss out on the experience, you know. That's what happens a lot. Now I want to know, like, what are the secrets to achieve, like, to do what you're doing? In the sense, I mean, I'm not asking you to give your playbook, but if, let's say, there are a lot of architects who are trying to make it big and good, who probably also want to be entrepreneurs.
I really don't want to give any kind of suggestions to architects.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. I know, I was an architect too.
Right.
So,
right.
Everyone, being an architect now is a different thing. Mm-hmm. It's not about money. So, it's always not about money. Sare money undali, correct, atlanem ledu, but architecture lo it's a long format game.
It's not a 2020. It's a test. Right. It's not one day also. It's a test. So it's very important to understand if you just started architecture, like young entrepreneurs or young architects, if you just started architecture, 10 years worth, 12 years worth, 15 years worth, a milestone. The first milestone will come after 5 years. The second milestone 10 years. The third milestone 15, 16, 17.
20 years slow you will become a really good successful architect.
Okay.
So it's a long game, architecture అనేది.
Okay.
దాని తర్వాత you really need to work. నువ్వు ఒక యంగ్ ఆంటర్ప్రినర్ అయితే యంగ్ ఆర్కిటెక్ట్ అయినా కానీ you have to work with good people. That's the most important thing.
Team.
Yeah, not team. You should always surround yourself with good people. Whether it's architects or entrepreneurs, it's very important.
Right.
Surround yourself with good people, like-minded people.
Right. I want to end this episode on this question, sir. What were those learnings? In the sense, when I say learnings, I mean the mistakes you've made in that sense, or any wrong steps you've taken that shaped you to be who you are.
Yeah, many.
If you can tell a few significant ones. The reason why I'm asking this is, at least with respect to me, right? Suraj would suggest a few people like Gary Vee and Grant Cardone that I would look up to for sales and marketing, where they would largely talk about what mistakes they've made, and that seriously had an impact. And I feel like architecture is now in the sense that there are not so many people who are talking about it. I feel like now that we are anyways doing, and about you, so I wanted to understand what were those few significant lessons that you've learned through your mistakes so that others need not do it.
నేను మాస్టర్స్ చేద్దాం అనుకున్నా. తర్వాత అరే ఆ 2 years ఆఫ్ మాస్టర్స్ నేను ఇక్కడే ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేస్తే మేబీ ఐ లెర్న్ అ లాట్ అనుకున్నా. బట్ నౌ దట్ ఏజ్ ఈస్ నాట్ దేర్.
Okay.
Not that enthusiasm.
Right.
So that I learned after a decade
Okay.
what I missed out.
Okay.
Fine. What I learned in place of it is definitely more valuable.
Right.
But ఆ చిన్న ఇది మిగిలిపోయింది కదా, అరే నేను ఒక ఎక్స్పోజర్ ఉండేది, నేను వెళ్ళి అక్కడ చేస్తే బాగుండేదేమో,
Okay.
నేను అనవసరంగా చాలా హెడ్ ఆలోచించానా, మేబీ నేను అక్కడికి వెళ్ళకపోవడం వల్ల నాకు మంచి అయిందో చెడైందో, ఐ డోంట్ నో.
Okay.
టుడే ఐ ఫీల్ మేబీ ఐ షుడ్ హెవ్ డన్.
Small remorse.
ఐ డెఫినెట్లీ డూ ఇట్ ఈవెన్
Okay.
నఫ్.
Okay.
బట్ డెఫినెట్లీ ఆ యంగ్ ఏజ్లో
Right.
అది వేరు కదా.
Yeah.
సో అదొకటి. దాని తర్వాత నాకేమనిపిస్తుంది అంటే ఐ స్టార్టెడ్ బికాస్ దెర్ వాజ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ బాయిలింగ్ బ్లడ్ అండ్ ఐ వాజ్ బేసికలీ
Hustle mentality.
ఆంటర్ప్రినర్ కదా. ఐ directly started freelancing after 1 year of my graduation, and I just worked for a year under
the
someone.
best kind of stories to hear.
So I really should have not done that.
All the pressure all by yourself.
I should have not done that. I should have definitely worked at least 5 years under someone. See, in a way, I partnered with Jaya ma'am.
Right.
I learned a lot.
Right.
But that was as an entrepreneur,
Right.
not as a junior.
Right.
So definitely, even before starting, at least 2 years, I should have dedicatedly worked as a junior under someone, 3 years under someone. Maybe for my talent,
Right.
I definitely believe I'm talented. So for my talent, maybe I would have become twice as what I am today if I would have given at least 3 years under someone and not really be rushed.
No,
So adi naku, I felt that. Next నాకు ఒక ఆపర్చునిటీ వచ్చింది ఒక
Okay.
పెద్ద కంపెనీలో పార్ట్ అవ్వడానికి.
Okay.
సో అప్పుడు నేను లేదు నేనే చేస్తా.
Hey, isn't that a good choice though? I feel like that's the best choice you made.
I'm not sure.
We'll never know.
We never
But-
know exactly.
Yeah.
So exactly after 15 years, let's say after 10 years, you look back. You will definitely know, correct? ఒకవేళ ఇప్పుడున్న నీ మెచ్యూరిటీకి అరే నేను ఒకవేళ ఆ కంపెనీలో జాయిన్ అయ్యి కొన్ని ఇయర్స్ చేసుంటే మేబీ మేబీ ఇప్పుడు వచ్చే కొన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్కి నా సొల్యూషన్ ఇంకా బెటర్ ఉండేదేమో.
Okay.
ఆల్ అలాంగ్ ద టైమ్ ఐ వాజ్ అలోన్, కరెక్ట్?
Right.
గుడ్ ఓన్లీ. అంటే నాకున్నారు, మెంటర్స్ ఉన్నారు, అందరు ఉన్నారు, అది పాయింట్ కాదు.
Right.
మేబీ యాజ్ అ జూనియర్ ఇఫ్ యూ వుడ్ వర్క్ సమ్. సో వాట్ ఐమ్ ట్రైంగ్ టు టెల్ యూ ఇస్ పీపుల్ షుడ్ డెఫినెట్లీ వర్క్ అండర్ సమ్ వన్
Okay.
ఫర్ అట్లీస్ట్ గుడ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్. యూ షుడ్ నాట్ లుక్ ఎట్ ఇట్ యాజ్ అ అరే టైం అయిపోతుంది, మనీ లేదు. యూ షుడ్ నాట్ లుక్ ఎట్ ఇట్ లైక్ దట్. యూ షుడ్ డెఫినెట్లీ వర్క్ అండర్ సమ్ వన్ ఫర్ కపుల్ ఆఫ్ ఇయర్స్ బిఫోర్ యూ బికమ్ అన్ ఆంటర్ప్రెనర్. ఇట్స్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్, చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. అది లేకపోతే చాలా ప్రాబ్లం అయిపోతుంది. అది చేయాలి అని నా మిస్టేక్ అని నాకు అనిపిస్తుంది. అట్లీస్ట్ 2-3 years నేను చేయాల్సి ఉండేదేమో. సో అది అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఐ వాంటెడ్ టు స్టార్ట్ ఆఫీస్. సో ఆఫీస్ స్పేస్ తీసుకున్నాం.
Okay.
సో ఆఫీస్ స్పేస్ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు కూడా ఐ స్పెంట్ అ లాట్ ఇన్ ఆఫీస్.
How much?
I spent 50 lakhs.
Oh, at the time, at the beginning of your crazy.
I burned down money.
Okay.
సో ఓకే అప్పుడు కూడా ఇట్లాగే రిజోనాలో I wanted to give experience. I wanted every client coming into my office to really have some kind of. But later on down the line, okay, I burned down.
The reality kicked in.
I'm like, okay, I could have used this money in a better way.
Right.
Then I bought a car. I bought Volvo V40
Oh, damn.
when it was 2016.
It's a sedan, right?
It's a hatchback.
Hatchback, yeah.
I should have not bought that.
Okay.
So you ask me, I did a lot of mistakes, Prakash.
Okay.
But obviously, what I'm trying to tell you is
a
mistakes
learning.
are inevitable.
Yeah.
We
True.
will do mistakes.
True.
But looking back today Sandeep find those things could be done better way.
Right.
But always maybe అవి చేస్తుంటే ఇంకేదో మిస్టేక్ చేసేవాడినేమో. అది నాట్ అవాయిడబుల్.
Yeah. Last question, I want to wrap this. What was that one happy, I would say happy, it could be a week, it could be a month, it could be a day, in your whole journey of scaling this or getting to who you are, what is that one incidence or అందరికి ఉంటుంది సార్ అది, like even in my journey there are a couple of days that I really cherish. So close my eyes, good days and అవే గుర్తొస్తాయి. In that sense, what is it for you? I kind of think I know, but I'm not sure if that's what it is. I want to hear from you.
You mean about Risuona?
Not particularly about Risuona, like your career, like you, about Mr. Sandeep.
The most happiest moment, definitely my daughter. So
I knew it.
her thing coming to my life is the best thing ever. So
Okay.
I really enjoy even every day. So I changed a lot with that. But as an entrepreneur, the best part was when I started practicing
Okay.
my first project.
Okay.
And when I started my first office.
Your first
Then I
compliment also from a client, I'm assuming.
Yeah. That's there, but see what happens, I was definitely sure I was doing good work.
Okay.
But all those milestones, correct? When you start freelancing, when you start an office, now as an experience center, when I started this, I sold the first product.
Right.
As an entrepreneur, all these milestones were the most happiest, for sure.
Right. Yeah, the like feathers in your cap.
Yeah, last year, a couple of years ago, I went to Italy for an exhibition.
Right.
I really enjoyed as an architect and as a designer, as an entrepreneur.
Right.
So every time, every big project we do, every small project we do, example, I think when we were talking, we got a call
Yes.
from a client.
Yeah.
They want something. So I really enjoy as an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
When you get a call.
I totally relate. Even when I get a call every time, no matter what, somewhere in my mind I pray, like secretly I pray, it has to be a lead. Somehow someone should give me a referral. Someone should have referred me అని.
అంటే
totally relate.
ఈ స్టేజ్లో ఏమైపోయిందంటే లీడ్ కంటే ఎక్కువ నవ్ ఐ నో ఆఫ్టర్ 10 years వాట్ ఎవర్ ఐమ్ గెటింగ్ 99% కన్వర్ట్ అవుతుంది. బట్ ఆ ప్రాజెక్ట్ డిఫరెంట్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ అనుకో, లైక్ మేము ఫార్మ్ హౌసెస్ చేసాము. ఇప్పుడు నేను one of my friends called, they want furniture for complete brewery.
Okay.
Someone called, they want for farm house. Someone called. So we are serving different clientele.
No, I understand. That excites you the most. Puts you also on the edge. That's crazy, guys. So this was episode 1 where we knew what Mr. Sandeep had done to get where he is now. The next episode, we want to focus more on Risuona as a brand and how that scaled to be what it is today. So stay tuned to that.